Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth.
Bush broke the law with the eavesdropping in 2003. He just didn't care about lawyers. He just said, make it up. I don't care what the lawyers say.
Hey, Shepard, given Obama's track record now, would you put a different word besides hope at the bottom of the image?
Yeah, I'd put a few different ones.
Any that you can tell me?
No.
No?
How about drones?
Okay, great. Thank you for that.
A lot of things that I really question, the legality of the drone strikes and these NSA revelations are, it's like they're, if Jimmy Carter came out and said, we don't live in a democracy.
This is the man who has facilitated a 200% increase in the use of drones, which have killed thousands of people, including hundreds of children.
I have two words for you. Predator drones.
Obama coming in as a constitutional lawyer and a legal scholar, supposedly. He has truly established this method as legal in the minds and especially of the liberal supporters that supported Obama. He's institutionalized.
I asked him why he's such a defender of the right to bear arms.
Well, I give up my gun when everybody else does.
And is that
Doesn't that make sense?
Well,
doesn't that make sense? I mean, if there were guns here, would you want to be the only person without one?
Best.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we're in a situation where obviously at this hour the American people are being forced to do something they don't want to do.
Speaking of politics, you've been critical of President Obama in the past. How do you feel he's doing on a second term?
He broke up with me.
I am disappointed in our president.
We will not fear. Even though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea.
By too many people in the world as the world's policeman, and I don't think that's the right position for us.
And now with Obama coming in as a constitutional lawyer and a legal scholar, supposedly, he has truly established this method as legal in the minds and especially of the liberal supporters that supported Obama. He's institutionalized this behavior. It's illegal.
I want to thank the Lord for our Constitution. I also want to thank the NRA for its legacy.
Let me say this. I'm here to validate all the millions of people who are opposed to the Obama health care.
Provisions, for example. If those laws start encroaching too much on people's privacy, the average person, me, Joe, everybody starts griping and complaining.
The entire world, essentially, and we can go back and listen to anybody's conversation. We don't have to right now. We can. He's wiretapping the entire world, which is breaking the law. And at the same time, he's saying, well, I have the right to do it because our lawyers say that it's legal, but he won't show us the means by which the lawyers gave him that authority. These are all secrets, the secret method of doing things. Obama, who promised us transparency in government, respect for civil liberties, has violated the Fourth and Fifth Amendments, which may mean nothing to foreigners, but they mean a hell of a lot to me.
And let me just briefly say that gun control, for black Americans, we know that gun control has ultimately been about people control.
He has just announced his decision to supply arms to the Syrian opposition, including the jihadists, fueling the destabilization of that region and continuing to undermine secularism and knock back conditions for women.
Always more concerned about encroachments on civil rights or civil liberties that apply selectively to people.
I think it's crap.
Administration is far from the truth. This agenda is becoming more and more obvious to all. That it's a distraction. It's a reason, it's an excuse to carry out an ideology that is more evident every day and every week that goes by, that it is anti-American. And when you touch the Second Amendment, you can't become more anti-American.
He's a hero to me. Edward Snowden is a hero. because he did this not for profit, not to give secrets away that could hurt our country, supposedly. I haven't seen one evidence of that. He's doing it out of conscience. The higher law of his conscience is dictating it to him. He sacrificed his life for this.
Now I ask you, is this person going for the hypocrite of the century?
Look, this president is taking the fight to Al-Qaeda.
Does this justify a kill list?
When there are people that are trying to harm us and have pledged to bring terror to these shores, we've taken that fight to them.
Without due process of law?
We have taken that fight to them.
Without a court of law? Illegally against the Geneva Convention?
I think I know where you are on this issue. I'm just trying to answer your questions without without you doing it. But if you want to answer my question,
I'm just trying to deal with the spin.
Without guns and without the Constitution, America's end will come with haste. For when they change our Constitution, they will take our guns. And when they take our guns, they will also seek to take our God.
This terrorist band has ruined the world. I mean, the United States has lost its mind. We have to go back. I don't know how we can go back, but we have to get off this terrorism thing. The problem is that we go around the world, every public protest, every demonstration against the government, whether it's civil rights, Vietnam War, students against Iraq, these are very important protests.
The reality is that by any serious examination, this man is a war criminal.
Obama is a snake. He's a snake, and we have to turn on him.